change in the way that you're being defended now that they know you can hurt them anywhere on the field?
Yeah, I think obviously this league is very challenging. It's very hard. We play great players every single week. So I get something new a little bit every single week. Just have to adjust on the fly and go from there. But yeah, there's some press, there's some off coverage, there's a little bit of everything. So they're doing a good job of trying to mix it up.
Steve?
Sure, a lot of our fans want to know if you caught any fish, but more importantly, when you look at Florida, your early review of what to expect when you go to the swamp. What are your thoughts?
So first question, yeah, I caught some fish. We had a great time bye week. But to your second question, yeah, I think they're a great unit. Obviously, I think they're a top 25 team in the country defensively and offensively. So yeah, I expect it to be a great matchup. Both corners are solid, secondary solid. We're just looking to get after it.
Paul?
I know you've heard it a million times from Coach Levy, but he talks about each side of the ball carrying over the momentum and continuing that and feeding off of each other. How important is that heading down the stretch with so much still left on the table to accomplish?
Yeah, I think it's everything. We got to play complementary football. We got to sustain drives, keep the defense off the field as long as possible, and then ultimately have their back whenever things aren't going their way as well. So I think just playing complementary football, even with the special teams part of it, is going to be huge the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Any luck fishing over the open date?
Yeah, October's kind of a weird time to be fishing, especially kind of around here. So we did catch a striper, we caught a couple smallmouth, and it was fun.
James?
I know the big part, just in terms of getting to your next goals, especially with winning a bowl game as soon as possible, is going to take just handling a road environment. What do you feel like it's going to take to be able to handle a road environment, especially a tough one with Ben Hill Griffin this week?
Yeah, I think just playing complementary football, kind of back to what I said, just being able to be really good on first and second down, keep us out of those third and long situations, and then just making a positivity out of everything. Everything's not going to go our way. Adversity's going to hit at some point. It always does on the road. How do we get past that? How do we keep our head down and keep working and ultimately get the win?
Steve?
Speaking of road environments, probably the most difficult thing about this conference is the offense's ability to communicate on the road. What's that process been like, and how do you feel like you guys would be handled that at Kyle Field, being able to communicate without any issues?
Yeah, I don't think we had that many penalties offensively. Of course, the one we did have was crucial. But we continue to work on that every single week. Obviously, there's speakers and all kinds of noise at practice, but then ultimately, just it's all signal based. All understanding what we're seeing, understanding what the quarterback wants from us at receiver, and then what Levy wants from us as an offense as a whole, and then just executing the play by play.
Blake talked about how the message is you guys need to, or I guess you're trying to bounce back. I was going to ask, how have you seen guys do that over the bye week and I guess the start of this week as well?
Yeah, I think the bye week was great for everybody. Just kind of take a step taking time to take a step back. And realize there's so much ball left to be played. I think all of our guys are really excited to go finish strong.
Anything else for Brenen? All right,
Thank you.
thanks.